Squadala, we are off!
And good evening, Earthbound Super Series. I just hope this seed is miles and away better than the one I just finished up. Anyway, catch me up, chat, on how things are going. I mean, that's certainly a fair assessment of things have been happening, and it was a seed, but, yeah. Okay, that's fair. Can't really tell if anyone's ahead. Curse 1, 100% unscaled enemies. Fred is the best theme, and I have no idea what's going on in the seed, so we'll probably have to break out the drinks, because it's probably the only way we're going to tolerate this right now. No, I'm kidding. I am kidding. That was a urinating tree meme, and the seed I just played would have been way closer to the sort of seed you break out the drinks for. Oh, speaking of me and Fred getting ambushed. And meanwhile, on Uko's side, I see we got a Titanic in. Ooh, rockin' fails on both the... Oh. This is gross. And ukoid has life up as well, but that's vanilla. And that actually is a full life up, so this could be a really tough Titanic ant here. Oh, Uko got it. Nicely done. Alright, so what was Titanic noun guarding at the end? Oh, this is rude! Uko gets an encounter without even being able to move. Never seen that before. Meanwhile, that is department store spook. And that was department store spook. Well, meteorite piece, so that's required for Gygus. And I don't know where we are in Sanks, but Fred is on the board. Oh, so Uko got bopped by the punk because like I said during the Boogie% tournament, for that pogo punk, their stick was indeed better than bacon. Wait, Fred beat the Sank and he got red swirled anyway? Ooh. That's gross. That's an annoying amount of Thunder Mites. Holy Moses. Yeah, good thing they're scaled, otherwise this would be a problem. Yeah, with all that text that, it really is a time sink. Uko picks up a Death Ray. Advantage of unscaled items? You could get some really good equipment, and Death Ray is definitely up there on the weapons chart for Jeff. And Fred just got the zombie paper hint. Off to Thread. Well, Tolmar, with Curse level 1, it's probably a good thing that you didn't, because this seed could get nasty. Oh, hi, Sword of Kings. That's a nice find. Oh my! That is a heavy bazooka for Uko! Where is Mondo Mole? Easily. Doesn't have paralysis though, but I can't imagine this being too hard with a heavy bazooka. Yep, sure enough, boom goes the dynamite. Pretty mean that it's behind a Titanic noun. Okay, Fred had a better time against the Antoids, as they actually went down to Rockin' as Rockin' connected, and Fred definitely had a faster Titanic Ant fight. Oh, surprise! Magic butterflies actually are roaches. One of the meaner things that Curse Level 1 can do. The trick is always in the enemy movement, as Uko first into Saturn Valley, with the meteorite piece in tow, Fred picking up the Death Ray. You forgot to equip that. Oopsie. And Uko tried to give the meteorite piece to the wrong NPC. Doubt that's ever happened before. IQ capsule, perfect for Pooh. Can of fruit juice, that's junk. Couple life noodles, always good as Fred picks up the heavy bazooka. Okay, Cave of the Past, what do you have for us? Scaraba. Question. Do we actually have a means of doing anything with that? Okay, if they have the hieroglyph, they can do something with it and get a check out of the pyramid. Beyond that, you can't really do much unless you have the Hawkeye. And tradition for Fred, son of a monkey. T-Rex Bat definitely an upgrade offensively for Uko. Good movement there by Fred to get away from the enemies using a well-placed teleport. And Uko first into the pyramid. Let's see how it goes. Repel Sanders DX. That's a great find. Chef Special. I mean, if you want to put a food item on, say, Paula for Geiger's prayers, that way she has a means of healing herself in the event of a worst-case scenario. Hieroglyph catches up to Uko. Defense shower. Okay, I guess if you want to up your defense for certain fights, I guess it's okay, but not what I would have wanted to have seen there. Personally. Oh, Trillion Age Sprout. Definitely can be a very annoying foe to go against. But who goes through just fine. Fred just a little bit behind on the pyramid. Is going to do some shopping here in Scarab. I don't hate the play, actually. If anything, I like the play. Because there is a T-Rex bat here, and that would definitely help out. But, Fred's leaving? Am I missing something here? Okay, I see that. That is very clever. I see. Looking for things to sell. Oh, I see. Getting the legendary bat. This is actually a very heads-up play by Fred here, because that is Ness's best bat in terms of constant DPS. And while I was watching that, I missed the item that was in the pyramid. GG me. So chat, what was in the pyramid anyway? Oh, we got a Sephora curse. And the teleport at the end of pyramid was I missed it because okay, Moonbeam Gun is about the best thing in that shop. You're gonna see UFO engine. Okay, so that's Summer's access. And second stack's about to get mowed down because that legendary bat is ridiculously good. That's at least 2 sanks on the board for Fred. Gotta admit, that was a heads-up play to go back for the legendary bat after selling a number of items. That was really smart by Fred. Ooh, the intertwined attack. That is one of the more dangerous attacks in the game because that pierces your defense. Moves with a pierce effect are dangerous. And now here comes Fred for the pyramid. Okay, it was kind of divergence for a bit there, Slug, as Fred went off to not only clear Lilliput Steps, he also got the legendary bat. Ah, 4x. Yeah, that's pretty disgusting. And with unscaled gift boxes, Brick Road could, or rather Dungeon Man could actually be loaded. Ooh, a brain food lunch. That's that's probably as good a food item as you're gonna get, because if Pooh can use that for a full HP and PP recovery. Everybody else would recover about 350 HP and 50 psychic points. Oh, Fred got caught from behind. Not good. And that's a neutralizer. Pretty good find. Guaranteed way to just reset everything that's been done. Opponent's shields, stat changes, that sort of deal. Meanwhile, Uko is now heading towards Deep Darkness. Trillion H Sprout is down for Fred as well. Comparable fight between Fred and Uko's fight against Trillion Age. Big bottle rockets in Deep Darkness. That's a good find. Okay, that mention of teeth, I just thought of something that's actually kind of cursed. Because, there's someone I know who has an emote of Donkey Kong smiling and showing his teeth. Uko has their inventory set up to where Heavy Bazooka's at the top as Fred picks up the UFO engine. And we do have the Hawkeye, so we are able to get to the back of Deep Darkness. Yeah, that menuing from Uko was really good. Okay, that's the first Chip Skylark reference I have seen in a hot minute. Normally, that reference would... The last time I saw that reference was in the chat of one Vicky Kitty. And Uko the first to find Paula. That's a pretty big development right there. Oh, these enemies are not playing nice with Fred at all. Yep, that's the right time to run away. Bazuko has run into a manly fish combination. That can be an ugly fight when it's both of them. Uko teleporting out now. This looks to be a play for Berglund Park. Here's a boogie tent. Down goes the tent. Ooh, Franklin badge. Very helpful there. Now we can take on the cultist leader, be it Carpainter or whomever it may be. And Bazuko knows this. Going straight for it. And it's Frank. Blue blew him away. I like it. Oh, Frank's really been busting out the wrestling moves. Slaps on a submission hold. Fred not interested in big bottle rockets. Must be banking on the heavy bazooka, but I didn't see the item, but with that being force sanks, that's go mode, essentially. But what are we at for pendants? All that do be true, Magicant could be a factor here. But if we don't have at least an okay pendant, I don't see a Gygus dive being the best play. Because a rain pendant would really make that a great would make Gygus a lot easier, in my opinion. Because then, Gygus can't beat up Paula. Unless there's some sort of ridiculous thing in that Gygus' helper does in the fight. Which, let's face it, that could happen. And it's a clumsy robot. Yo, Dr. Swellman, how you doing tonight? And there we go. Clumsy robot down. Fred got a bit of ground to make up here, unfortunately. And here goes Uko trying to stutter, but fly on the screen is gonna put the cause the smackdown to be laid on that Fred. That's more of a life up condition. Oh, it's Everdread. And Everdread tries to steal something but fails. That is a vanilla effect. Oh, heck yes, Slug. Congratulations. You'll love to see it. And Bazooka gets Starstorm for Pooh. That is very helpful. What's not helpful are these enemies getting in the way. Yeah, Milky Well, I mean, a lot of folks, especially in Boogie Percent, call the cave to Peace Forest Valley Fart Cave. Honestly, Milky Well's cave is Fart Cave the second. Oh, a Fart Cave so extreme it might as well be called Shark Cave? And I'm guessing Fred doesn't have the jar of fly honey. Wait, what snack location was that? Did I just see a 6 for Frankenstein Mark II? That'd be kind of gross. $4.20 on the big bottle rocket. And a rock and fail, and Bazooka doesn't have the PP to do that again. Or a Starstorm for that matter, but Frankenstein Mark II has been taken out. I think the pendant situation is set as there are C pendants for sale. I repeat, C pendants for sale, but it's $5,000. I kid you not. Okay, Hyper Beam does a lot in getting to that monetary amount. That is absolutely going to take care of Gygus for Fred without a shadow of a doubt. Because normally we don't see C pendants in Scramble. Because Force Sank and Gygus, nah, typically don't see it. Unless you go way out of logic and way out of your way. Uko is charging the arcade now. This could be way far back in the logic. That's Thunder and Storm and Car Painter. This could get rough. Especially since the curse rolled 2 of them. And Starstorm wipes them both out in one go. And down goes Carpainter. The Shyness book. I think 6 sanctuaries just entered the discussion with that. Shyness book gives us Underworld and Lumine Hall. And with Underworld, we get Fire Spring. Already a teleport to Underworld? Okay, so that's a 5th, then. Speaking of Underworld, that's where Fred is now. Trying to run from the dinosaurs. Yeah. All I'm gonna say about that meme is y'all just going nuts over a neutered 69. Uh-oh. Bazooka, you should have saved. Got the Tendacrout and the red ribbon. Summer's teleport nullifies the UFO engine. And the rock's been yeeted, as now Fred taking on Ness's Nightmare. Yeah, I have the feeling that Fred has also done more sanctuaries, because I know he's done at least 2 that I can think of. And by virtue of having a C pendant on Paula, to the tune of $5,000, I have a feeling that Fred is way better set for Gygus, because that C pendant means Paula is going to be literally an immovable object going against Gygus, which means Gygus, even with unclasping pendants and with having a revive in the event of a diamondization curse, Fred's set. And the only thing that would be more invincible than that would be a star pendant, because with a star pendant, you can't be on top of the C pendant immunities, you also get a paralysis immunity. And with a paralysis immunity, you can't be diamondized. Okay, I think I know how Fred's playing this, if I'm reading it right. He's playing it so that with Lumine... No, not Lumine. With Milky Well being last, he'll be able to go straight to Gygus from there. And we've got Manny in Lumine Hall. And that's a full paralysis, by the way, so Paula on Bazooka's side, you just got frozen solved. Won't be able to do any sort of inventory or anything like that, but can still use PSI moves. Okay, that's a fair point, Tomar. That may be the one way Paula gets paralyzed. Or rather, diamondized. Excuse me. And Mani has gone down. So in the last few minutes, we've seen both versions of the Mani statue get destroyed. Wait, Uko, what are you doing? You forgot to get the sanctuary. Uko did not go down the hole. Uko did not get... Wow. I can't believe I just saw what I saw. This is a disastrous mistake for Uko here. Like, I can't even meme that, because if you're gonna do that, you've got to go down the hole and trip the sanctuary. This could be a disaster of major proportions, and I think Uko just realized it. I mean, despite realizing it, that's still a major time loss. I don't know if that will be the deciding factor in this race, and I hope not, because I would feel awful. But, ooh, we've got a dazzling light effect on Everdread. That's very different. Let's just say I could picture it being tilted, and yeah, Uko did not collect the melody here in Lumine Hall and use the mouse to get out. And this could be disastrous. As Fred picked up Starstorm. This space for rent. Cool, how much you charging? Although if I had to guess, probably a ridiculous amount. Oh, Fred got pincered, but the enemy's already running away, so advantage fcoughlin there. Probably having the legendary bat helped in that regard. That's all I'm gonna say about that tournament. We do have one problem on Fred's side, is that Pooh got mushroomized. So that's going... Oh, ambushed. Meanwhile, what is this? What's this teleport? Thanks, game. We already have that one. Okay, we got dueling Sanks here. I'm not sure where Uko is on Sanks, but I do believe this would be number 4 for Fred. Oh, soul-consuming flames become ego orbs. Transformation curse is very much a thing that can happen with level 1 curse. Oh, this is number 6. Frankenstein is number 6. That's kinda... That's not too terrible. Oh, I don't think Fred's gonna chance start. Fred is chancing Starstorm here? Oh, that is bold, Mr. fcoughlin. Because if that had backfired, oh man, that would have been a wipe. That's a very powerful punch. One that's gonna take Pooh out on Fred's side. The only thing lost there is experience points. And the nightmare is down for Uko. Frankie Stein down for Fred. That's 4 for Fred. Uh-oh, Uko's stuck by an NPC. What is this, Dragon Warrior? I'd say Fred's ahead at this point. Fred's got 4 sanks, and he's making the turn. Making the turn to send it home. That's a good feature, Tomar. That one, I doubt we would need that in this particular randomizer, but I do know in the NES Dragon Warrior randomizers, they definitely need that. Because I can think of at least one person who has been recorded to, yeah, that would break Earthbound pretty badly, but in those randomizers, I could think of at least one person who would be saying bad words to the NPCs and telling them in very colorful language to get out of the way. And Uko's got 4. Fred's got 4. And I think Fred is in the catbird seat here in terms of going for 5 sanks. Oh yeah, no doubt about it. Fred's sending it. Not pulling out the repels, though. Interesting. Oh, this could be a gross... Okay, it's not full-on Starstorm, but still pretty gross. We already had department store spook, I think. Yeah, Fred's just resetting out of that encounter, don't blame him. Took down Mole. Mani Mani also took down. Clumsy was in deep darkness. We got a squatter demon here, which Fred just destroys. Okay, gets a giant green swirl. We take that. Mighty Bear becomes a Spiteful Crow. That's a bit of a downgrade, really.
surprised Fred wasn't running away sooner, because this could be a rough combination. Ah, only one repel. I see what Fred's doing here. And here we go. Fred versus Gygus, Uko and Magicant. What is going to be what will prevail here? This decides it right here. And I'm picking Pokey here for some reason. Don't ask me why, but I'm picking Pokey. Kraken, oh boy. This one could get rough. Okay, I like going for the PSI shield here. We already had Nightmare. How about Doggo? I thought Uko had a repel, but I think some enemies might have been stealing the repels, which is just rude. Ooh, a magic pudding. I would have kept that, really. Okay, now's the time to just empty the tank. Oh, it's Spectre. The curse could make Spectre very mean, though. Because if Spectre is a lot of HP, this could be a very tough fight. Transformed into Frank! Ooh, that could have been a much different transformation. This is, oh, wow, that is it! Come from behind fashion! Uko is going to take it. Get your GGs in chat as Uko survives and advances in this danger bracket matchup. And the official time for Uko is 1:06:17. GG, Uko. That was a great comeback. You can jump into into the booth for an interview if you'd like. Or jump into general, we can just pull you in. And we're joined by Uko, who won a...
I'm here to pester you.
Please. With how my week has been, that's not really anything that's gonna bug me. Ooh, I'm not sure what the Gygus curse was there.
Okay, so I did 4 seeds of practice this week in preparation for this race, and 3 of the times, I think 3 of the times, I did Gygus, and it was horrible because of the curse each time. So I was like, you know what? In my warm-up seed today, I'm gonna try my best to just go for Magicant ending because I have a feeling that it'll go better for me, and I got a sub-hour, so I was like, I'm just gonna go for that in my race today and hope to goodness that it works out for me, and it seems like it did.
It certainly did, because honestly, it looked like Fred was pulling away, but at that time, if you had gone for 4 and Gygus, you would have been behind, and Fred had a C pendant, so Paula was definitely not going down.
Yeah, I was nowhere near, like, but by the time I had 4 sanctuaries open, I was like, I'm nowhere near prepared enough for this. I mean, I could have checked the Saturn Valley shop and seen what was there, but I was like, I would rather just go straight to Magicant with what I have, because I figured that the way that I organized Jeff's inventory to buy all those BBRs the first time I went to Deep Darkness, I was like, this is going to be more than enough for the entire rest of the run, and it was.
It's definitely worked out, as it gave you a DPS advantage that Fred didn't have, even though he also went back to Happy Village and picked up a legendary bat, which gave Ness some impressive firepower for the rest of his seed. Also, get your GGs in chat for Fred.
GG, Fred. Oh, what's the letter for that one? W? No. Not that one. I didn't mean to do that one. That one.
And fcoughlin finishes with an official time of 1:10:27 and joins us in the booth. GG, Fred.
Great race there, Uko. Wow.
Yeah, that was pretty intense. I was convinced that I lost so much time at the beginning just from dying over and over. I was like, ah, man, there's no way I'm coming back from this. So
It was definitely such a long, convoluted seed. Did you end up ever going through the arcade, or did you just go the whole follow Paula?
I had 4 sanctuaries open, and I like I was saying a second ago, I set an intention with this race that I was just going to go for Magicant ending no matter what, as long as the 5th sanctuary was going to be easily openable. And apparently when I went and did what do you call it, Milky Well, that was sanctuary 6, so I was like, okay, what did I skip? So I was like, okay, the only like very quickly accessible thing that I have open other than taking the UFO engine to ride to Summers was the arcade. So I went back there and I took care of that, and it gave me the Shyness book. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll do Lumen
that
Hall.
would get you the fast 5 there. Yep. I went through Gygus with the same 4. I'm guessing 1, 2, 3, 6. I mean, it was probably go through Summers for the rest. But I apparently Everdread ate my Repel DX.
Oh no.
So
see, I didn't even find a Repel DX. I had a single Repel, so I had to like despawn my way through like the first part of the spiral and then strategically use my single Repel for the rest of it.
Yeah, I had it. I got to the past. I save, and I open up my thing to look, and then just all of a sudden my face just drops as I'm looking, and I'm like, "What the? Wait! I had one, right? Oh, you son of a monkey!"
Bummer.
I think is what I ended up saying. Yeah. So I wouldn't have. I don't think that would have beaten you. I did take a reset back there, but that wasn't 4 minutes. That was probably like 2 or 3 minutes. So it just would have been a bit closer. But
I thought I threw it away when I thought I was being clever. I was like, this is a genius idea. I beat the Lumen Hall boss and then used an exit mouse immediately to skip the cutscene and teleport to Lost Underworld.
Hey, if
And
you
I
got
was like,
that,
wait
if
a
you got
minute.
that mouse, that's perfect.
I was like, crap, I had to go back through the whole dungeon again just to get the melody.
Oh dang, you did after the boss. Oh.
Yeah. Thankfully it only cost me like a minute and a half to do that. I thought it was
Yeah.
gonna be a lot worse.
Oh wow.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
it was.
no.
I mean, that was a brilliant idea. You just gotta do it after you talk to the
It was
thing.
great.
Yeah.
It was great on paper, but
Well done. I mean, honestly, I knew it was gonna be a tough match today, no matter what. And again, I think I used your tutorial probably back in the day when I was learning boogie percent back in back
aw.
then. So it was like, okay, I saw your name. I was like, uh-oh. Yeah, I know you weren't necessarily like you haven't necessarily done a ton of PK Scramble, although I think you've been doing a ton in the
No,
past couple of weeks.
I
but-
was kind of pushed into giving Scramble a try this year. Once again, thank you to Pebble Possum for giving me that push, convincing me
Yes,
to do this because I've been having so much fun with it, and yeah, the tournament has been great. Apparently, I'm still in it. I was perfectly counting on someone who was more experienced than me in the randomizer to boot me out, but I guess I got another week to go on this at least. So
Hey, you earned it. You did good there today, and best of
Thanks.
luck to you going forward.
Yeah, thank you so much.
GG's, Fred. I'm sad to see you go, but you put on another incredible run this year. What else you got going on?
Let's see. I'm trying to remember what else I'm technically in right now. Mostly, I think I'm mostly done with most of my tourneys I'm in. So maybe an FF6 one that I'm still like at the tail end of. But other than that, just continuing to try to do lots of fun, evil stuff. Randos all over the place, pretty much. I have to get a couple more speed runs back into the mix, though. Maybe we'll have to consider coming back and looking at Earthbound. Might be a fun one.
Whatever it is, we're definitely looking forward to it, Fred. That's for sure. And Uko, that's 2 weeks in a row where you survive and advance by in some pretty tight circumstances. Last week it was me. This week, Fred. Who knows what's
Yeah.
next?
Yeah, I did not anticipate making it this far in with these matchups that I had. So, yeah, this kind of comes as a nice surprise. But yeah, no, I'm each win that keeps me going, I get more scared. I don't know who I'm going to be up against next, but I'm sure it's going to be tough.
Don't know who you're going to be up against. You don't know what flags you're going to get. That's going to be even more fun, too.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Yeah, I didn't even know what 100% unscaled all items even meant until earlier this week. So
Yeah, when you open up like one of those early
on the fly here.
Yeah, I think the seed that Tolmar posted for us had 2 rain pendants within the first 3 minutes. If I'm remembering, I tried that one out at one point, and it was like, oh, okay, well, Gygas would not be a problem if I get that far. Yeah, so that's where it's like, yep, you know this is going to be a good seed then.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm looking at it, and Uko, you will have the winner of Sorbius versus McGurk, which is coming up.
Is that tomorrow or Monday? I know there's a doubleheader on Monday.
That is Sunday at 8 p.m. and that is on the other side of daylight savings time.
Oh yeah, that's right.
This weekend.
That's gonna be fun.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Thank you, tournament organizers, as always. Y'all rock. Y'all are doing the most for us. It's always a pleasure to be a part of these. Thank you, Restreamer. Thank you, opponent. Thank you, commentary. Thank you, Tolmar. Y'all are the best. I'm about to peace out.
Chat, thanks for keeping it entertaining for the first 18 or so minutes before I jumped in tonight. I appreciate it. Unfortunately, the tournament seed that I had was an outright stinker. You hate to see that. But with that, for our restreamer tonight, and everybody behind the scenes, Earthbound Super Series, I'm Leslie Pro. Until next time, stay kind, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.